is the emotion that you're feeling now? Would you like to express that to someone? Someone sitting right next to you? Or perhaps someone who is not here using your phone? How would you feel if someone sitting next to you is a machine? How would you feel if I am a machine? What I'm going to talk about today is communication technologies and emotions. Not only about expressing emotions via communication technologies, but also experiencing emotions with communication technologies. You all probably agree how important emotions are as a part of our human experiences. Scholars across disciplines also think so. Emotion has been examined from a variety of perspectives. For instance, we can focus on biological mechanisms, such as body reaction. We can also focus on social acts. The connection between social acts and emotions are very important because for emotions to be appropriate in a given social, cultural, relational context, we need to manage our heart. At the same time, emotions are so highly connected to human body. We also put high values on the unmanaged heart. As Hochschild put it, the more the heart is managed, the more we value the unmanaged heart, seeking natural and authentic feeling. Now, let's start with an example that is familiar to many of us. How do you express your emotions to someone who is not right next to you? Perhaps you will text saying, "I'm super excited," or "I'm nervous." Or perhaps you will use something like this. Emoticons and emoji has gained a significant status in our everyday communication. In fact, many of you probably know this emoji was selected as Oxford Dictionary's Word of the Year last year, 2015. My research of the Japanese teens shows they use emoji to manage the communication climate in a given relational context. What it means is they express emotions using emoji, but emotions expressed does not necessarily mean emotions they felt. It is the emotion that they needed to express to create and maintain a pleasant relationship. For instance, these are the emoji that my focus group participants mentioned that they use it a lot. Cats and chicks. They put this emoji at the end of the message when they would like to create mild, soft, sweet mood. They said these are very convenient. They can use it for any kind of occasions. One actually said, "When I'm happy or I'm a bit troubled, it's like, well, let's use them anyhow at the moment." What it shows is these Japanese teens are managing their heart and conveying a socially appropriate emotions with carefully selected emoji. Although their use of emoji is quite playful, they are actually engaging in the so-called affective labor. Another interesting thing about this example is how this troubled emotion was converted into this expression of sweetness. In this process, she could have experienced all the different kinds of emotions, such as the accentuated troubled feeling, care, or anxiousness about herself. These are called electronic emotions, emotions discovered through machines. This is the idea that my colleague Leopoldina Fortunati and Jane Vincent spoke about. Use of emoji and emoticons are widespread across cultures. Researchers around the world emphasize the importance of examining emotions in relation to communication technologies. The idea of affective labor was also examined and explored by other researchers as well at the broader cultural context. The story I'm telling you is relevant not only to Japanese teens, but to all of us. Now, let's take a look at another example. This communication technology is not that widespread at the moment, but can come into our everyday life in the near future. What I'm talking about is social robots. Social robot has been gaining a significant amount of attention in the public discourse, as well as among researchers. Not only robot engineers, but also among social scientists, philosophers, policymakers, among others. A good example would be this, Pepper, the world's first personal robot that reads emotions by a Japanese company called SoftBank. SoftBank is a major company in the information industry. The robot itself was developed by a French company called Aldebaran. This Pepper robot is available in the Japanese market for families as well as for businesses at the moment. As you can see, robot Pepper has head, arms and hand, but no legs. His height is about 1.2 meters. He has big black eyes, which are sensors, and has a tablet on his upper body. One of the main characteristics of Pepper is that he does not perform any tasks or chores, such as cleaning, making tea, carrying heavy objects, none of them. Instead, he talks. He talks to people, he provides some information, he plays games, and apparently he can dance and also do some comedy skits. With the appearance that is similar but not too similar to humans, he is acquiring a certain image, or rather a personality trait. In fact, he is called Pepper-kun. Kun is a Japanese suffix typically used for young boys. This shows how he is acquiring certain social role in the society. In this example as well, we should not consider this as some sort of peculiar case for Japan. Although the social robot is not that prevalent at the moment, there is a strong and clear effort for promoting robots, including social robots, into everyday social context at the European level. Now, what does it mean? What are the implications of such a technology in terms of our emotional experiences? We know social robot like Pepper does not feel emotion. The important thing is how we humans feel interacting with them. Sherry Tarkle, a leading scholar at MIT, said, "What emotions social robots trigger in us?" This is the important question to think about. As social robots like Pepper acquire certain personality trait and social role, do we start seeing them as a relational partner? If so, do we start experiencing all sorts of emotions that we usually feel with our family members, friends, significant others? For instance, do we feel happy when he jokes around with us? Do we feel thankful when he gives us an encouragement? Do we feel attached when he consoles us going through a breakup? If so, what consequences do such emotional experiences bring to us? Communication technology is already affecting us, our emotions, as we have seen in the case of emoticons and emoji. My colleague Nello Barile and I proposed this idea of the automation of taste last year, which emphasizes how these mobile apps that are commonly used are shaping and affecting our emotional experiences with hidden yet powerful algorithms. Social robots like Pepper might become our relational partner in the near future. which will inevitably have an impact on our emotional state. I use these communication technologies every day, and I teach and research social and relational implications of them. We need to be aware of the impact of these current and near future technologies have on our emotions, because it affects us at the most fundamental level of being human. We need to think, will these communication technologies enrich our future or pose more problems, clouding so-called authentic feelings? Some researchers are quite optimistic. Other researchers are rather pessimistic. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer. What is important, however, is that we stay critical and self-reflective about the way we interact with other people using these technologies, and also with these communication technologies themselves. Because we are so immersed in this technology-saturated everyday life, it is critical that we stop for a moment and reflect upon the issue. This critical reflection should allow us to participate in the development of future technologies, and also give us some power to shape our emotional experiences. Thank you.